Everyone, I'm Hannah Lucas, and this week I read The Watermelon Seed by Greg Pizzoli. The Watermelon Seed is the 2014 Theodore Seuss Geisel Award winner. It has about 40 pages, and I think its appropriate ages is 3 to 6, so preschool to first grade. The Watermelon Seed is about a funny crocodile who has a fear of swallowing a watermelon seed. He loves watermelon, he eats it all the time, but after he swallows it, he's so afraid of all these things that could happen. He's afraid that vines are going to start growing out of his ears. He's afraid his skin might turn pink, or that he might even have a real life watermelon growing in his stomach. But in the end of the story, he finds the watermelon seed is still in his hand and that he hasn't swallowed it. So his fears goes away, and it's like a whew moment. The illustrations were inked on Bristol with a brush pen, screen printed by hand, and drawn with a tablet in Photoshop. They were printed in 3 spot colors, and those colors were green, pink, and black. It's a pretty, as you can tell, pretty simple illustrations, but it was a really cute book. My children are 1 and 3, and they loved it. The setting of the book, don't really know where it takes place. It's just wherever he's eating this watermelon seed. There's no real background or anything like that. But the reader gets to see the crocodile's fears and his thoughts, all while he's imagining this. And I think the theme of this book is pretty straightforward: to not be afraid of watermelon seeds, or to have fears in general, or that even sometimes fears are silly. And so the purpose of sharing this book, I think that it's a humorous one that most people can relate to. I think when I was a child, I remember very vividly being afraid of watermelon seeds and a watermelon growing in my stomach. I was always terrified of actually eating watermelon for that reason, and I think it's a good choice for kids because some kids at this point don't even know that watermelon seeds are harmless for your stomach even. Not that it's not a choking hazard, but children should take away from the story that sometimes fears are silly ones too. I think a good strategy or activity for kids would be, since it's for lower level students, I would make laminated cardstocks with a watermelon on them with no seeds, and then have numbers printed in the corner, like 1 through 10, on 10 different cardstocks. And then I would give each of them some black Play-Doh, and they would make the watermelon seeds out of the Play-Doh and stick them on their laminated cardstock, and the number of seeds that they would do should match the number in the corner. So I think that's all I have this week. Thanks for listening.